Hi, Dan Stein here with RJ Hauman, Fair's Government Relations Director. We're going to talk about the discharge petition now being circulated in the House. But first, I want to tell you about an important article that's on the front page, banner headline of the Washington Times today on sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities have exploded, doubling in number. Jurisdictions under the Trump administration as people, mostly Democrats in these jurisdictions, fighting back against real immigration enforcement. This is an outrage, and you need to read that article, so take a look at it today. Right now, though, there's something a little more urgent. Are a handful of rogue Republicans going to allow Democrats to take a bill to the floor to pass a clean amnesty bill and guarantee that the Republicans lose the House in 2018? If there was ever going to be an example of ineffective leadership, it would be to bring a bill to the floor, pass with Democrats, a clean amnesty bill, and not deliver a single thing that President Trump promised the American people in his campaign in 2016. Here to tell us the specifics of this little-known procedure called Queen of the Hill, which allows members of Congress to bypass the committee, bypass the leadership, take 4 bills to the floor, bring them all up for a vote. Hey, surprise, you kind of know what the outcome's going to be, which bill's going to win. RJ's going to explain it in more detail, but most importantly, you need to act now, today. Very important. Not tomorrow, not next week, not over the weekend. Today, call your member of Congress, tell them why you oppose the discharge petition, and here to tell us why, RJ, what's the deal?
Yeah, Dan, pretty baffling move, coming out of Congress right now. The priority, nobody's calling for an amnesty right now, yet a group of rogue pro-amnesty House Republicans are seemingly about to join with every Democrat trying to force an amnesty vote series on the American people. So what we have here is a discharge petition, which is an obscure procedural tool that is generally used by the minority in Congress. What you can do is when you file a discharge petition, you simply get signatures of a majority of the House, in this case around 218 people, and it allows you to bypass House leadership, who normally allows bills to go to the floor, and bypass the committee process, basically regular order.
So 25 Republicans
right,
are all that are needed.
25 Republicans are going to join. 25 Republicans are going to join 193 Democrats.
But none of the Democrats have signed yet.
None of the Democrats have signed yet.
There you got these 25 Republicans.
Correct.
The minute they get the 25th Republican,
right,
like a bunch of honeybees,
they're all going to come in
immediately.
So right now they're at 17 in this discharge petition. They need.
Wait, Susan is correct. Susie, thank you. A clean DACA amnesty bill, not lean, clean DACA amnesty. Thanks.
So again, 17 people currently right now. They just need 8 more. And then what would happen is it would trigger this thing called Queen of the Hill. It's a resolution introduced by one of the most infamous pro-amnesty Republicans, Representative Jeff Denham from California. And so under this Queen of the Hill scenario, there would be a series of 4 votes on 4 different proposals. One would be the Goodlatte bill, which is probably the best proposal out there that seeks to give relief to the DACA population, as well as end chain migration, increase interior enforcement, build the wall, and do a series of other things.
The leadership hasn't brought that bill to the floor. Why?
Leadership hasn't brought that bill to the floor yet because they simply do not have the votes. They say they are still whipping.
Big agriculture wants an amnesty.
Yeah, the ag guest worker bill is the ag guest worker proposal is still in there. There are other things that a lot of Republicans have issues with, notably the size of the amnesty. But as I was saying, again, the first proposal that would be voted on is the Securing America's Future Act, which is the Goodlatte bill. The second proposal.
You're going very fast. So there's 4 bills that would be voted on.
4 bills.
The bottom line is we know what the outcome would be.
Correct.
Right? So it doesn't really matter what the 4 bills are.
No.
Because the Democrats are all going to vote for one big amnesty.
Correct. This is being sold as a way. This is being sold to House conservatives as a way to secure a vote on the Goodlatte bill.
Robert wants to know who the key Republicans are who are pushing this rogue effort to try to ensure Republicans lose the House in 2018.
Well, the discharge petition is filed by Congressman Curbelo,
he's from Florida,
right? Of course, the usual suspects here.
Curbelo.
Yes. The usual suspects here are Curbelo, Hurd, Denham, these usual House Republicans that are always behind something like this.
The whole list is on our website, right? You can find it on our website if you want to know who those Republicans are who've already signed. is about 17 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the whole thing is numbers don't lie here. We know that the Democrats are in united support for one of these proposals. All 193 Democrats will vote for the DREAM Act, which would be the third bill, I believe, considered under the Queen of the Hill proposal. You also have about 6 House Republicans that support that legislation as well. But listen, under this scenario, you have Republicans that really want that DREAM Act amnesty. They'll vote for the Goodlatte bill, try to give them a little political cover, and then they'll go out and vote for the DREAM Act. We've crunched the numbers here.
So they're going to take all these tough votes.
Right.
They're going to be claiming that they voted for the Goodlatte bill, for E-Verify, for interior enforcement, all that good things.
But they'll also vote for the DREAM Act.
Knowing that the only bill that would ever come up in the Senate is just the Amnesty Act.
Correct.
Amnesty bill.
Correct.
So they're going to try to fool everybody by claiming they voted for these tough things.
Right. The only bill, I mean, again, we have tracked the possible outcomes, we've talked to everybody, we've looked at the numbers. The bill that has the best chance of emerging here is the DREAM Act. And as a reminder for everybody out there, the DREAM Act...
Probably the only chance.
The only chance, you're right. The DREAM Act out there is, the DREAM Act's been around for a while. It's been rejected numerous times. But this year's DREAM Act, or this Congress's DREAM Act, the DREAM Act of 2017, is worse than DREAM Acts of years past. We estimate that, and this isn't a ceiling, this is an actual floor, of about 3.5 million illegal aliens would be eligible. You'd have people be able to age into eligibility.
Plus their relatives.
Plus their relatives. They could co-sponsor, people that were brought here illegally.
So why would there be Republicans who would buck the party leadership and the president to do this?
Because they're beholden to illegal immigrants and the open borders amnesty lobby, plain and simple.
But you're going to pay, because the leadership won't give you any kind of a committee chairmanship or anything else after this.
Well, the only hope right now, again, is for leadership to do that. Obviously, Speaker Ryan is in a weird, unique situation. His power isn't what it used to be since he is outgoing. People are more likely to buck Speaker Ryan and House leadership because they know he's on the way out.
Kelly Field says, I thought Republicans controlled the House and Senate. What goes on?
They do. But you know what? Democrats are always in lockstep on issues like this, and you have Republicans who would rather join with the Democrats and buck the majority of their party and the American people who sent them to Washington. It's simply ridiculous. This is something only Republicans do.
So, in a nutshell, what do people have to tell their members of Congress?
It's this simple. You have to call your member of Congress and tell them not to sign Congressman Curbello's discharge petition that would force a vote on Congressman Jeff Denham's Queen of the Hill resolution. And again, you have to make the points too.
Where can I find that exact language?
Oh, FAIR will be coming out with an alert very soon and a lot of materials that will be coming across our social media channels and on our website as well, so be on the lookout for that. But again, just say you oppose this discharge petition, do not sign it. If your member of Congress has already signed it, urge them to withdraw their name, but also make the points, again, that you are opposed to any kind of amnesty. Amnesty should not be the priority of Congress right now. Congress has failed to deliver on pretty much every key promise that President Trump ran on.
Failure.
Failure after failure.
Karina says, call your representative. This is dangerous if we don't do anything.
This is dangerous.
Thank you, Karina.
And no, this is dangerous. And I want to make this clear again. We're at 17 Republicans, just 8 more, and then all the Democrats come aboard, and these things are getting voted on. I mean, this is red alert level right here.
Red alert level. You got to do this today. You got to do this now. RJ's got to get back to man the boards, get back on the Hill. We're fighting this thing as hard as we can. This would be catastrophic and put the president in a very difficult position. And all I got to say is thank you for listening. Go back to your phone. All the information will be on our website. Action alerts are going out now. And, I don't think that we have anything, that Diamond and Silk have nothing on RJ and Dan. Thank you for joining us.